or a lot of people would write me that they're doubting their Aikido and they think about leaving. So there's a lot of people who have this problem, and
Yeah.
they're searching for solutions. So what would be your advice to these people who feel stuck, who are doubting of their Aikido training? And maybe you could say something about that.
The problem here is the schools, the teachers.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you as a student have a doubt or a lot of doubts of questions of the functionality of the techniques,
right,
and your teacher just say, oh, no, don't question, just do it like this. That's the problem. And a lot of Aikido teachers think that they have all resolved. They think about themselves like gods, martial arts gods. You know, I don't need to be questioned because I have the truth.
Right.
So that's the main problem. And for those people who are disappointed of the Aikido practice, well, I don't know. My advice will be to be always escépticos, always question,
right,
always being questioning the techniques,
right,
and see if these techniques are real, and maybe try to find another school, Aikido school, where they practice in a more realistic way or with more intensity. That's my advice. But the problem is the schools and the teachers. While the teachers don't accept that they are not perfect and they don't have the truth, and even because let me tell you this: a lot of Aikido teachers never are experience a real fight.
Yeah.
So I never use Aikido in a real fight. So that's the problem. How do you teach something that you never proved by yourself? You are teaching something that you are just repeating. You are just repeating a tradition. This should work. This technique should work, but you don't know.
Right.
So a lot of people are aware of this. A lot of students are aware of this. Okay, my teacher says it works, but even he or she never tried in a real nothing.
Right.
So I am disappointed, and I don't know how to help these people. I think they should if they for example, if somebody wants self-defense and goes to Aikido school, they are not going into the right place.
Right.
So if you want to learn how to defend yourself, it's different of if you want to learn how to fight. Right. Because self-defense and fighting is not quite the same.
Right. Yeah.
It's different. Right. And if you want to learn how to fight, you need to go a place where fights, where people fight, in sparring, whatever. So if you want to learn how to fight, go to a Muay Thai school, go to a boxing school, and learn how to fight. And if you want to learn self-defense against weapons and security strategies and whatever, you don't go to a MMA school. You go to for example, I don't know, a good Krav Maga school, a good one, not a commercial one, but a good one, you know. And you learn how to defend yourself. But the problem is that a lot of people think, okay, I need to learn how to defend myself. So I go to Aikido school. It's not the place.
Right.
It's not the place, because you are going to find out in the practice that this is not just self-defense.
Right.
This is Japanese yoga.
Right. Right.
and it's not self-defense. If you want to, this is my advice for all these people. If your concern is to learn how to fight or how to defend yourself of different situations, don't go to a Aikido school.
Mm. Mm.
That's the problem. Yeah.
Do you think in the future, if enough people do something about it, like if your style spreads or similar styles, do you think Aikido could be a place to go for self-defense? Or
Yeah, totally.
like,
Totally. But the problem is that self-defense is another area.
right.
O sea, you have sportive martial arts. Okay, martial arts as a sport.
Right.
You have martial arts as a spiritual path. You have, and in other side, you have self-defense. And self-defense is another area. Self-defense is about security, strategics, habits. It's about how a pistol works, and the difference between a pistol and revolver, and how a machete works, and how impact weapons works. And it's a very wide area, and self-defense is not easy. It's not easy. I have a lot of years doing security advising, self-defense, and teaching self-defense. And I discovered that you can learn a good martial art. For example, the martial art that everybody thinks is the best, for example, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, that a lot of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioners say this is the best martial arts in the world. Right? I don't think there is a best martial art, but let's say that this is the best martial art in the world, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Let's say that. Well, self-defense and the best martial art in the world is not the same. For example, if I grab a knife and I know how to use it and attack a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy, I kill him.
Right.
Because he's going to do all these grappling dynamics that is not going to work against a guy who knows how to use a knife. So you can, if you want to learn how to defend yourself, martial arts, I don't care if it is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai, or Aikido, or Karate, or Tai Chi, or Kung Fu, or Ninjutsu, or whatever, martial arts is not the answer, the complete answer. The complete answer, if you want to learn how to defend yourself and self-defense, is to go with people who are specialized in self-defense. And they use a lot of martial arts, but that the main knowledge is self-defense, street self-defense, whatever, because it's a different field. It's not the same. And that is another confusion that a lot of people think, that self-defense and martial arts is the same. Are not the same at all.